First, the pro-Kurdish, the pro-YPG channels that are speaking about it as if it's a kind of a fact that this deal has been struck between the YPG and the Syrian regime. Also, Sputnik, the Russian think tank, is speaking about it as if it's happening. And the Syrian state television is speaking about it as if it is happening, and the popular forces of Syria are going to move very soon, within 2 days, into Afrin and take control of the city. That would embarrass Turkey. That's what they're planning to do on the ground. Now, whether this is going to happen for Turkey, so far we didn't receive any official, formal reaction. But what we believe is going here in Turkey is they don't have a trust and confidence that the Syrian regime is capable of securing this region. The regime, from the one hand, has been killing its own people for 7 years so far, and they want a kind of a full agreement, a comprehensive agreement between the regime from the one hand, the other guarantors from the other hand. So it's not easy for them, for the YPG and the regime, to agree on a kind of a deal, and then they force it on the ground, trying to embarrass Turkey. Turkey doesn't have that confidence that this is going to happen.
It may not be easy, but it does seem, if you listen to Syrian state TV and what they're reporting, it does seem to be happening, and it seems to be happening quickly. But let me ask this: how tenuous is this seeming alliance now between the YPG and the regime, given they're only really united in this sense against a common enemy? Otherwise, they would actually be enemies in this context as well.
For Turkey, that is the crux of the whole issue. The YPG has been changing its skin for more than once a year. Sometimes they're pro the United States. Their main supporter is the United States. Sometimes they're trying to approach Iran in a different way. They're trying to find different alliances. They are in Afrin with the support of the Russians. They are in Manbij and in the east of the Euphrates River in northern Syria with the support of the United States, and they are the enemy for Turkey because they're simply the offshoot of PKK. There's no difference for Turkey between them and the PKK. So they started at the very beginning claiming that they are part and parcel of the Syrian revolution that is trying to change the regime in Syria. But they ended up fighting against the Syrian people, trying to use themselves as the main power to defeat Daesh. They succeeded with the help of the United States, and now they're going back to whitewash the Syrian regime and saying that it's the only force that can come into. For Turkey, there are other alternatives that they can deal with. Now, the first one is to have the Iranians, the Russians on board with the any agreement, or they have the Americans. Even for Turkey, there is no problem in solving the problem peacefully and trying to find any negotiation to get out of the quagmire. But it should be a kind of comprehensive where every party is happy. You have the FSA would not be happy with the Syrian regime coming back to Afrin. You wouldn't have the Iranians, the Russians happy if the United States and Turkey having joint deployment in Manbij. So it is so much complicated where you can please every party in this battlefield.
Okay. Ahmed, we'll leave it there for now. Thanks again for your analysis.